Hey y'all. Welcome back. Did we have a smile on our face like we were doing something we weren't supposed to be doing? I don't know.
You never know.
I think we did actually the opposite. We just got done doing a lot of stuff we were supposed to have been doing, okay? So if you missed the co-working, get on down to the co-working with us Thursdays, 12 p.m. Eastern on TikTok to do the things you know you need to do, okay? Business owners, brand owners, creators, we are often missing opportunities to work on the business. We're often in it. Okay. We're often doing the things and we say, oh, I need to do this. Oh, dang, I need to make that. Man, I wish I had time to. Well, now we got it. Okay. We got a space and a place and opportunity just for you. Okay. And now it is time to get into brands, business, and boundaries. All right. So I am Shekinah.
And I'm Kimberland.
Hey y'all. Okay, so we like to start our episodes with a recap of what we got done and just some a productivity report. So, Kimberlyn, tell our coworkers what you got done.
Well, today our theme was newsletters. And so I was able to, I didn't finish, but I started my newsletter for June. So one of the main things we had to do was go through the calendar and see where all of the things overlap within, what did you call it? Minding my sisterhood. And so we had to first start with the calendar, make sure everything was good to go, updated on the calendar, because we have a lot of things that are happening in this multiverse. This is not even everything that's on the calendar. So that was the first order of business, is getting that together. So then after that, I was able to start working on my founder letter for my newsletter. So my newsletter opens always with like a message from me. I'm saying always. I just started it, y'all, but you know, you gonna see over time.
Yeah, indeed.
But it starts out with a message from me and what's going on. And last month, I wrote, after my newsletter went out, I wrote a 4-page letter to people asking them for support. And so I need to bring my newsletter folks up to speed. Like, yeah, y'all remember I had sent this out last month. And so then after that, this had happened. And now we're
You need,
here.
in case you missed it,
So
you need to put it in there again.
yeah, I know, and I am gonna do that because there have been people coming from everywhere. But I won't get into that. It's really good. It's really good things that are happening. But yeah, so that's what I was able to do, is to start working on the copy, to start bringing people up to speed on what is happening in the Minding My Black Ass Business universe and Kimberlyn Jackson universe and all of that. What'd you get done?
Yay! Same. So obviously, as you mentioned, we're working on newsletters. So, I was able to get a lot of the copy of my newsletter done. I don't. I have two little sections that I write in. Quick little update, but one of them is like a universe, kind of just a general welcome to the new month. This is kind of what's on my mind update, and then the second one is a specific podcast update. And so this month we are celebrating our 100. Well, in June we'll be celebrating our 100th episode. So yay! Let me wait. I
That's
didn't
so
have
awesome. Wait, I was about to say, you have sound effects. Yeah. That's phenomenal. Yay.
yeah. So
That's what's up.
so I put that in there so we can share that with the peoples. And then I like to kind of put, in case you missed it, so previous episodes they can easily access from there. And then obviously, as you mentioned, also putting all of the events coming up and the links and all of that, where people can find me. So I'm always like trying to think of like new fun ways and things I can add to the newsletter to be fun. And so, as you were talking about puzzles and stuff, I'm like, maybe I can put, a little brain puzzle or teaser or something, in there, because you want to give the people something, right? You don't want to always just be asking for things. So what,
Mm-hmm.
if you open my brain or my newsletter, every month you'll have a fun little brain game in there for you. So just some things to spice it up. But y'all let us know what you think in the comments. Is that cool or is it corny?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
I
see.
love this idea because I feel like people have very mixed feelings about newsletters.
Hmm.
Like there's someone has been emailing me. I just subscribed to their email list the other day, and I have gotten an email every single day.
Yeah, I
Hey,
can't stand that.
no,
I got one of those too.
don't do that. So when people open my newsletter, I want them to be excited that my
Correct.
newsletter has come. Like, oh my God, what she got in here this month? So I love that idea of embedding, different freebies or games or
Yeah.
different things in there. Like,
And I think
why
of it
wouldn't you
too,
want to be a
like,
part of that?
like the Saturday morning comics. Like I used to love to get those.
Oh my
And so like you're
God.
excited, like an actual, paper. So there's all these activities. There's news, activities, things, da, da, da. Just to spice it
This
up,
is
right? Like
cute.
to elevate. Let's elevate here. Yeah.
I want to do a deeper newsletter container. Maybe we can
Okay.
do that with our Patreons, like an actual real like co-working. That's all we do is like talk about newsletters and structuring of newsletters and sharing and like all that because I feel like it can go so deep.
Yeah,
It can go so
so
deep.
many things, so many
Yeah.
things. So,
Okay.
also, there's going to be a super special announcement on the 100th episode. So, if you are not subscribed to the Let's Talk Sis podcast channel, you're going to want to do that and turn on your notifications so you can hear what that is. Okay.
Oh boy. Wow. This sounds like something we should all be there for to
Dun, da, da,
witness.
da. Indeed. So, I want us to play a little game today. This is
Okay.
inspired by a game we're going to play in Live Whimsy in our Flower and Flow event, but we're gonna business brands and boundary it up a little bit. So I want
Okay.
us to play. It's called Rose, Thorn, and Bud. So basically, you're going to tell me the rose, the thorn, and the bud of this first 5 months of the year in terms of your business, your brands, and your boundaries. Rose being what is the best part, what is lovely, what you absolutely love. Bud meaning what's maybe you something you're still kind of working on, developing, or need to figure out. And then thorn being what's the most challenging part about that these past 5 months, either in challenge in execution or challenge in who you have to become, or just any kind of challenges that come up. So we can start with sharing our roses and then we'll move through the rest.
Okay, can you contextualize the rose again? I'm gonna put it here in the chat for the TikTok.
Yeah, so a rose. So we're reflecting on the past 5 months of the
Mm-hmm.
year in our businesses, and so basically just sharing some of the best parts, some of the
Best
um,
parts.
some of the more exciting parts, some parts maybe that you were pleasantly surprised by, some things that maybe kind of popped up or revealed themselves as, beautiful. I think of a rose like blooming. So,
Mm-hmm. Blooming. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so all of those things
Okay.
in regards to your business, your brands, and your boundaries. It doesn't always have to be business.
Excellent.
Maybe it's who you are as a person. So,
Okay. So roses are up first.
hmm.
All right. So there have actually been a lot.
Yay.
Um, it has been an absolute delight to be able to take all of the ideas that have been locked in my brain for at least the past 6 years consciously
Mm.
in bits and pieces and being able to see that develop into a real life multiverse
Mm-hmm.
and watch you and the other people that are a part of the multiverse catch the vision and start your universes,
Mm.
it brings me so much joy
Yeah.
because I have been preparing for this
Mm.
and planning for this and orchestrating this knowingly and unknowingly for the past
Mm-hmm.
6 years.
Mm.
When I sat in Tampa, Florida, and I said, I have to leave here and I have to go prepare a place and I don't know where I'm going. I was like, it's giving Harriet Tubman vibes, y'all. I don't know what that means, but I have to go
Yeah.
and I'm going to do that. And I had no earthly idea where I was going at all.
Come on, Earthly.
And so over that time, it's just all been locked inside. And over the past 5 months,
Yeah.
those things have been being birthed into reality. And it is just, it's the best thing ever. It is the literal best thing ever.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I will second that. I think that is a rose for myself as well. But also, in addition, I never saw this part of my life before, like as much of a planner as I am, as much of a like this is how it's going to be. I never knew or even considered, which is wild to me. And I'm so into birthdays. Like I never thought about what my 30s were going to be like ever. I never thought about it. And I never really had a concept of a 30-year-old because like how do I want to say this? Yeah, I'm trying to even think like back to people I was working with. I didn't really work with 30-year old. I don't know. It's just this fate this decade of life has been so unknown for me. So I'm saying that to say these past 5 months and a little beyond, like it's been really exciting to just kind of see how things are falling into place. Like I don't know. And oh, okay. So that's okay, cool. So we're doing that. All right. Oh, so that works here. Okay, like that's cool. Oh, I did never think when I was doing that it was gonna help me out over here. So seeing, I guess, like the synergies of things has been really, really, really exciting and really cool. And being in a space every day where literally I get to create. I wake up and I get to create, and having the support system around me that like allows for that in every aspect is just so blessed and so lovely. And I really enjoy that. So yes, shout out to that.
Yeah. Yeah, that I think that's the best way to summarize it all cuz there's so much. Like there are so many pieces even within that. Like if I go through each
Yeah.
universe and like just there's so much to pull out. But yeah, I would definitely say that is I'm really really proud. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of all of you. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of listening and following
Yes.
and um, recognizing, right? Because I didn't know when our paths crossed, I didn't know
Yeah.
why. I didn't know anything about you.
No, for
You
real.
know, all I knew is you said that you had this podcast and you were looking for guests. And that has catapulted
Yeah.
so much in both of our lives and the people that are connected to us. And
Yes.
it is just, it's the best. Thank you for that question because um, it goes so deeply. Like even as we're sitting here, there are people who are messaging me who are working on things. They're like, okay, I'm getting this together and I'm doing that. And like people are coming, like you said, that synergy, like people are coming and ready and seeing how they fit in and owning, like, it's the best. So to that point, are we moving to buds
I
now?
want to end on Bud so we can end on a high note. I want to
Okay,
go
good. I'm
to
glad because I was
Thorn.
like, I don't know how that's gonna go. Okay, So, any more roses that you wanted to put out, or are
Um,
we shifting over to thorns?
I would just say to our friendship, I think we've gotten much closer and clearer even on like the mission beyond us being friends and the divine, like there's a calling on our relationship,
Absolutely.
and I think we're more and more like leaning in and utilizing, and that was the intention, right? That was kind of the goal, and so to see it happening and it's becoming more tangible, and hell, by this time next year we might be laying on the beach together looking out
Listen,
at the sun.
listen,
Well, maybe not the beach,
listen.
but a beachside lounge, so my girl
Right.
could get a cabana
I don't like sand,
with no
y'all.
sand,
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
or a high
But
rise somewhere.
yeah, relaxing somewhere, just being. That really is the goal. That really, really, really is the goal. And I 1,000%, 10,000%, 1,000,000% agree with you. In regards to our friendship and the intentionality, if you will, that is placed in it, and the I feel like we both honor like the spaces that we said we were going to create, and there's a mutually beneficial support, and also mutually beneficial, how do I want to, I'm gonna say it in church language, how they be saying iron sharpens iron type of
Yes.
thing. It's like,
Refinement.
yeah, because I feel like I was just talking about this the other day when I was talking about our universe diagrams and how it came out, and it's like you had something and then I had something and then you looked at what I had and you was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it." And I was like, "I like that. I'm gonna do that." And it's like it's not even competitive. Like it's
No.
very much just like, oh my
No,
God, we
bitch, I
push
already
each
think
other to be
about
the
that.
absolute best. I ain't think about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We finna put that in rotation.
Okay.
It's energizing, and
Yes.
it's exciting, and it's ours, and so I love that. I really do. It is definitely a bright light in my world, and I'm just so excited. I'm grateful again that we both listened and were like, for you to make the post, for me to go on Facebook
Yeah.
that day to see, like, I'm just grateful
Yeah.
that the origin story
Yes.
happened.
Yeah.
You know?
We gotta come up with a gang sign. I just thought about that. I don't
Oh
know
gosh.
what we gonna throw up, but we gotta butterfly.
See, not exotic. This would be butterfly, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Or is that bird? I was never good at hand puppets.
I don't
I
know,
mean, that's
girl.
not what they're called. Shadow puppets.
Maybe we gotta go like
Cause
this. Just
isn't
put
this
your
a
fingers
bird?
together for butterfly.
That's do the Zetas do that?
I
I
don't
feel like
fucking
it might be
know.
appropriation. Wait.
Right? Right? This is Zeta, right?
They do that. Don't do that. You're not a
Oh,
part of the organization. No, that's what I'm saying. We don't want to do it if it's somebody else's side. I don't know.
this
But
is
to your
this is
point.
too much. Okay, forget it. Moving on to the thorns. To the thorns. What are the thorns? Tell us the thorns.
To the thorns. So tell me again what thorns are so I can put it
Yes.
here
So
into the chat.
thorns are just the greatest challenges. Things that kind of continue to, if something put a damper on everything that we mentioned or seem to work directly against everything that we mentioned, right? The problem with a thorn on a rose is that you can't just go ahead and grab that thing up. You have to maneuver around this thorn.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some
Mm-hmm.
impediment on you enjoying those things.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to get
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
metaphorological, theological,
Okay. I was just over here when you hit me with impediment. I was like, come on, words. Then you went
I just made that one
what you
up.
said,
Metaphorological.
metaphorological. I was gonna go with it. I was gonna go with it. Okay, so Thorns, I feel like this is actually a very easy question. Financing. Yo, this is too dope to be wondering if I'm gonna eat tomorrow. Like this is
Yeah.
too literally world changing
No, literally.
to be sitting here counting coins to have to go to the laundromat. Like there's no reason why outside of I this is a place where I'm not an expert at. Um of why this is not we don't have donors and grants and sponsors and things.
Yeah.
um the work that we have curated and the experience that we have curated with Found Her Future, with the Girls Night In events, with Discover Your Destiny, with Minding My Black Ass Business. And again, this is just a slice of the things that we have over here. People should be knocking down the door. Like, how can I be a part of this? I would love to support this vision. This is incredible. Oh my
Right.
God, how
Right.
can
Right.
we? And so I feel like though that's a thorn, I feel like it can be cut off. And one of the
And they can.
things that I think is the remedy to that, if you will, is to just keep talking and make sure we're all talking at the same time about the leading people to the things,
Mm-hmm.
because it really doesn't matter where they enter.
Mm-hmm.
It can be beneficial for everybody because we have an entire multiverse over here,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know. And so I think for me it's just really important that the people that are connected to us are not thinking in a selfish manner, and that they are very much thinking about the collective.
Yeah.
If you have an opportunity, how can that opportunity benefit all of us? How
Mm-hmm.
can we leverage this? How can we systematize this? How can we strategize this, that wherever the door opens from, that we have the ability to positively impact everyone? Because that's what I'm thinking the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's always what I'm thinking is, okay, I got all these fillers out. Wherever they come in, we are going to get to the place where we have the support that we need to be able to change lives. Like we are going
Yeah.
to be able to do that. And so I think the work of figuring that out and ensuring that everybody that is at the table is committed to that is supremely important, because just like with Kev on Stage when they did the airport, bless you, when everybody turned their lights on at the exact same time, and we saw universes collaborating and colliding all over that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is supposed to look like,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing, that the biggest thorn for me is that the word has to get out so the people who are looking for us can find us, so that we can literally do this full time. Like this is what we do full time, and not having to depend on outside sources and bearing additional stress, um, for
Mm-hmm.
how to keep things operational.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. My biggest thorn to that point is that it takes as long as it takes.
Mm, it does.
I have absolutely no doubt that it is quality, it is successful, it is useful, it's valuable. It will be, sponsored and paid for, and we'll figure out how to do it, and we'll become plugged in and all of. I don't doubt that, right? That's a whole nother level of things that people can doubt, and if it is even worth it, I don't doubt that. I have full confidence in all of that. And so because of that, I'm like, okay, come on now. Don't y'all see, right? How good this stuff. I'm selling crack. You know, you don't want my crack.
God, not crack.
Cause you know you're gonna be hooked.
You
You know?
got that good shit. No,
Yeah,
and but
and
literally we're selling healing and
exactly,
joy and
exactly,
connection and
exactly,
community and
exactly.
like depth
Authenticity.
of improving our skills and yeah.
And so it's like I know that. And the issue then is it takes as long as it takes. I just finished reading The Alchemist, and one of the
Oh, you
big
did?
things, yes, and themes in that book is that when you want something, the universe conspires for you to have it. And
Okay.
his story was not a short one. His story took years. He was going to find a
Uh-huh.
secret, a treasure by the pyramids in Egypt. That's the
Okay.
goal, and all the things that come along the way. And it's about all the people when you go for it, when you pursue it, the universe conspires to get you what you want. You meet people, you cross paths with
Mm-hmm.
people, you gain
Mm-hmm.
new understandings, you listen and learn the wind and all of these things, right, to get you to your treasure. Now how long it takes, it could take the rest of our lives. You understand me? That's the shit that you gotta be like, well, hey, then I'm just gonna be here the rest of my life.
Yeah,
And
I'm on the journey though.
I'm on the journey. And
Mm-hmm.
so that is the thorn to me because I want that motherfucking treasure. Because it comes with
Now.
so much other
Yeah.
things, not, specifically for the gold, but the access, the freedom, the stress relief. Money can buy you some happiness. Now, I don't know who, not all of it, but a little piece, and give me a little piece, okay? So I would, you know what I mean? I don't know about you, but I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce than
It
in a
can give you
Honda.
access. It will
But
actually bring ease to life.
yes.
It absolutely will.
So
Yeah.
so that's my thorn. It's just it takes as long as it takes, and we gotta keep showing up despite maybe the current circumstances and find motivation outside of metrics
Yeah.
and money.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So, with that being said, I want to wrap us up on the
Mhm.
buds of
Yes.
our, I guess it kind of is the next half of the year. In that, just kind of reflecting on some processes, ideas, circumstances that are kind of coming to being that maybe you're still either wrestling with, processing, coming to understand, or you can kind of see a little glimmer of life in it and excited to see it continue to grow. Those would be our buds.
Okay. I love this. Um, so the first thing that came to mind for me is I'm really looking forward to the metamorphosis in Found Her Future. I'm really, really excited for how that is going to play out and what is going to be birthed out of that for all of us because we are all going to leave out of the chrysalis with
Something.
this
Leaving here with
is
something.
this is my universe. You
Yeah.
know, like it's going to be I believe such a beautiful experience, and I believe that the people who will be in the room will be ready and poised to receive that, support that, unlock some doors, make some connections. I really, really, really see that happening. And that
Mm-hmm.
is when you talk about a glimmer, it's in
Mm-hmm.
progress and I'm seeing it. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this
Yes.
journey. Um, the second glimmer is I see the things lining up for the animation of our worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the like drop on the scene finna be. Like I don't know what the first edition. I kind of know, but I don't know like where is the origin of the themes.
Mhm. Mhm.
Is it that conversation that happened in Brooklyn in the kitchen? Is it, the everything that happened in Tampa with the school board member, and like
Mhm.
where is the origin? Like I don't know where that's gonna live, but wherever it lives, it's gonna be so fire when it drops.
Yeah.
And so I want it, it's got to be right though, right? So it's like we building up over
Yes.
time, just finding the pieces and the people and the things. And I got people working on stuff here, there, and we ideating and talking about soundtracks and wardrobe and what the set looks like, and like we getting the shit together because when it drops,
Yes.
it's gonna be so fire.
I'll make you
And
sing.
so I feel like over the back half of this year that a lot of that work is going to be operating in the background and starting to kind of build itself out. And that makes me so excited because in November, when we have the chrysalis, we'll be able to say, and this is what's next.
Dun dun
And this is what's
dun.
next. And it's unlimited. It could literally, everybody who wants to be a part has the opportunity to be a
Mhm.
part. You just got to get in the pipeline. That's it. You
Mhm.
just literally got to get in line and be like, all right, we're going to bring your story in here. And then we're going to build you out. Every single body is able to be a part of it. Like,
So
ah!
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
I live for it. I live for it. So my bud would be that I'm excited to slow down in my
Mm.
body, in my mind, in my angst for life.
Mm.
To the point of the thorn. Just being able to say, it takes as long as it takes, and swallowing that and digesting that, and truly living in that and being on the journey, being present, being in my feelings, what feels good to me, what feels right, what in this moment, right? Who am I considering right now, and does that person really even matter? What do I need, want, desire, right? What makes the most sense for me? Like, I'm just kind of excited to continue to pursue those things because those things are good things and they matter and they're important. So, I look forward to, kind of what comes of that as well. And to your point of an animated series, I have a whole scripted series in my head, comedy series. It's like The Office meets Girlfriend slash Insecure. Not The Office, Abbott Elementary, because I ain't never watched The Office. But Abbott Elementary meets Girlfriend slash Insecure kind of vibe. It's very much a comedy. I would tell y'all the concept, but I don't want nobody to steal it. So
Okay.
you'll have to come down to the Patreon and see what we got going on over there. But yeah, so I am definitely excited for our TV production season in life. So
Yeah.
if y'all got resources, information, connections, whatever, in that arena, we would appreciate you reaching out and letting your girl know. Okay.
Yes.
Also, please share with us your rose, thorns, and buds in the chat. Just reflecting over these past 5 months and even going forward into the next part of the year. So, we definitely want to hear from you on that. Anything else you want to leave the people with, KJ?
This was the coolest exercise. Thank you for this. I really enjoyed this a lot. And I'm really excited. It's 111 right now. So just acknowledging that. But I'm really excited for what's going to manifest and the people who are going to watch this, what you manifest.
Mhm.
I'm really excited for the energy that we've been able to generate and curate and share with the world. And so, yeah,
Go you.
yeah. Y'all share the things. Share
Yeah.
the things because one day we're going to come back to this
Hmm.
and say, I
Serve
said
as
on that day
reference.
this thing. And, we're documenting. So take a
Yeah.
moment to share what's in your spirit and
We
you'll
are
be able to
recording
come
this
back and,
on May 21st, Thursday, May 21st. So we'll
yeah,
see.
2026.
Yep,
So, yeah, at
2026.
1:11 p.m.
Hmm.
right now. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's all.
All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for watching an episode of Brands, Business, and Boundaries. We'll be right back here next week. See you later, Gators.
Bye, y'all.